Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be doing Burlington English Core, Low Intermediate. You guys will be doing the student lessons, but the lesson for today is going to be number 2, Education, 6, the grammar when we're using recently, lately, already, and yet. On Friday, we talked a little bit about this, right? Using words to sort of express time frame, right? Para clarificar de qué tiempo estamos hablando. Now, right now we're using present perfect, but we know that present perfect is used to talk about the future as well. And then we also have past continuous and different things, right? So today, like I said, we're going to talk about present perfect using recently, lately, already, and yet. And we talked about this a little bit on Friday. On Friday, we talked about never and ever, right? So for instance, you might use ever if you're asking a question. Have you ever gone to Europe? That's a question como en tu vida, right? In all of your life, did you visit or have you visited or have you ever visited Europe? And the never we can use in statements and sentences. So for instance, I have never visited Europe. That's just to indicate que ni un punto en mi vida, right? Never in my life have I visited Europe, right? Both of those are, well, ever and never, they're asking about the past, right? So now we're doing present perfect, right? And we're using the first one, for the first one it says, use the present perfect with recently, lately, and already for things that happened not too long ago. So otra vez, right? Even though this is present perfect, right? Aunque estamos hablando del presente, todo lo que estamos hablando, the things that we're going to talk about, at least recently, right? Al menos últimamente pasaron poco en el pasado. So estamos hablando del pasado, right? Un punto en el pasado hasta este momento. So we're talking about something that started in the past up until now, right? Okay, so the first example is she's been tired lately, right? Últimamente, I think that's what we agreed on last time. Ella ha estado cansada, right? She's been tired lately. The next one, I haven't seen you recently. I haven't seen you recently. No te ha visto, right? Recientemente, right? I haven't seen you recently. So notice that those are at the end, right? She's been tired lately. I haven't seen you recently. Right. You can put them at the beginning. Puedes usarlos a comenzar, right? But you need a comma. Necesitas una coma. So you could say lately, comma, she's been tired. Últimamente, coma, right? Ha estado cansada. Or recently, comma, I haven't seen you. That's a little stranger, but you can do it. I think to make it simple, para hacerlo más simple, nomás úsalos cuando termina la oración. Already is a little bit different, right? In this example, they use it in between the auxiliary verb, right? And the main verb. So lo usan adentro del verbo auxiliar y el verbo que estamos, el main verb, right? El primer verbo. So here, and nota, right, que dije entre el verbo auxiliar, aunque estamos usando una contracción, el I've significa have, right? So es dentro de have y adentro de missed, que falló de asistir, right? So ellos, they have already missed 3 days of school. Esta traduce como ya han fallado de asistir por 3 días a la escuela. Right? Now I said already is interesting porque already se puede usar entre las dos verbos o cuando se termina la oración. So you can use it in between the auxiliary verb and the main verb or at the end of the sentence, right? So para hablar o para escribir deben de escoger uno, right? You should choose one just so that you can have a consistent, right? So lo puedes tener consistente, but understand that when you hear it or when you read it, it can be in the middle or at the end, right? So aquí dice they've already missed 3 days of school, but a mejor vas a escuchar they've missed 3 days of school already, right? They've missed 3 days of school already. Now, this one you won't usually hear at the beginning. Already, comma, they've missed 3 days of school. I don't think there's anything technically wrong with that, like when we're talking about grammar, but I wouldn't use it. I would just use it in between the auxiliary and the main verb, right? Or at the end. So aunque técnicamente no hay nada mal con poniéndolo enfrente, no pienso que debes. Okay? Now, si yo voy a escoger uno, si voy a dar una sugerencia, pues yo pienso que lo debes de escoger entre, right? O terminarlo, así no todos pueden terminar en la misma manera, right? So they can all finish at the end. And then you don't have to worry about it. You can use the same rules, but then know the difference between lately, recently, and already. Pero todos se siguen la misma regla si los pones cuando termina, right? Next, we have use present perfect with yet only in questions and negative statements, right? So aquí teníamos, lo puedes usar, right? Negatively, positively, right? Aquí es un ejemplo que cuando haría negativo, right? Y estas dos son cuando es positivo, right? Cuando estamos hablando de cosas que eres o no has hecho. Here, we should use it only in questions, estamos preguntando, or negative statements, para significar que no has hecho algo, right? Have you spoken to him yet? Right? Have you spoken to him yet? Ya has hablado con él, right? Y otra vez, and again, we're talking about as of now. So te estoy preguntando, de este momento, I'm asking you, of this moment, since when I expected you to speak with him, pues has hablado con él en ese tiempo. Right? And again, Mara, pregunta? Oh, that's okay, Myra. Bye, Myra. Again, usualmente tenemos el contexto que algo debe de estar ocurriendo. Como yo tengo una información, I have some information and I expected this action to occur, right? And so that's why I'm using yet. Si no tenía esa expectación, yeah. If I didn't have the idea that it was supposed to happen, then I would usually just use some other tense. Have you spoken with him? Right? ¿Has hablado con él? Eso lo voy a usar si a mejor. Hello, Miguel. I'm going to use that si a mejor no tengo la idea que debías de hablado con él, right? If I don't have the context that you were supposed to talk to him, I'll just say, oh, did you speak with him? Right? Hablaste con él. Pero a mejor, no sé, tu hijo no hizo su tarea, right? Didn't do their homework. And so you get a note from the teacher and it says he's not doing his homework. So as a lazy husband, I say, hey, you need to talk to the kid, right? Necesitas hablar con, I don't know, I don't have a kid, so I don't know what their name is going to be. Jaime, right? Necesitas hablar con Jaimito. Hola, Rita. Necesitas hablar con Jaimito porque no está haciendo su tarea. Right? So le pongo esa responsabilidad en alguien más. Y entonces pasa un poco de tiempo, right? Y tengo esa expectación que le debes de estar hablando. So le pregunto, have you spoken with him yet? ¿Ya has hablado con Jaimito? Right? Porque otra vez, tengo ese contexto. I have that context that action was supposed to happen. Debería estar ocurriendo o debería de ya ha ocurrido, right? Spanish verbs are very complicated. Hello, Elsa.
Hola, buenos días.
Buenos
Por
días.
fin, aunque sea tarde, me pude conectar. No he podido por mi trabajo.
It's all right. Mucho gusto tenerte.
Gracias.
All right. So, again, we're talking about things that have with context. She hasn't done the assignment yet. Todavía no lo ha hecho. Right? So here es como, yo voy a traducir como todavía. Todavía no lo ha hecho. Right? Because again, we're using it with negative statements. Okay? So we have recently, recientemente. Lately, últimamente. Already, como es como ya. I don't know. Is there a good translation for already that I don't know? ¿Hay una significado para already o está bien con ya? ¿Irasema?
Already, como, pues ya no.
Sí, pienso que nomás
Ya que estoy listo.
Sí.
No lo encuentro otro.
Ya está listo, ya está preparada. Right. Yeah, I'm already finished. I'm already ready. Right. We're all good. Hola, María Elena.
Hola, buenas tardes. Buenos días.
Buenos días, sí. Buenos días. Yeah. Okay, so, and there we have, right? She's been tired lately. I haven't seen you recently. They've missed 3 days of school already. O si quieren, they've already missed 3 days of school. Otra vez, esos son intercambiados. No cambia el significado si le pones entre los verbos o cuando se termina la oración. And then for questions and negative statements, right? Have you spoken to him yet? Or she hasn't done the assignment yet, right? Okay. So we're gonna go to practice. And this one says, complete the text using or use the present perfect. So vamos a usar present perfect. And we'll start reading it. I'll read it first. Having lunch together. Alicia is a Spanish speaker and she speaks mostly Spanish with her friends and family. She, what?
Is training.
So, we can put, sí podemos poner is trying, but that is present continuous, right? Es present continuous porque tenemos el contexto que está tratando y va a seguir tratar, right? So, present perfect would use have or has.
Has.
He has tried.
Has tried.
Good. Has,
Try.
right? ¿Por qué?
Es el
Lo que
participio.
estamos hablando es que ha tratado y sigue tratando. So, vamos a hablar de eso porque a lo mejor... y nota que todo lo que cambia es como un poquito de contexto. Muchas veces, escogiendo la regla que debes de usar, pues es la diferencia de mal o correcto. Y unos casos, como en este caso, no es necesariamente incorrecto. Lo que estás cambiando es un poco de contexto. Usando present perfect. Y nota, right, que el verbo está, ¿qué? Conjugado en el pasado. Right? And that's the way the rule is. Right? Been, seen. No es sí, es seen. No es miss, es missed. So estamos conjugando las palabras en el pasado. Right? We're using past tense for the main verb, right? But it signifies that action started in the past and then is continuing up until this moment. So lo que significa es esa acción ocurrió en el pasado y está siguiendo hoy. So, por ejemplo, el contexto es que ella ha tratado de hablar inglés con su esposo, right? Entonces tenemos recently, right? Usando present continuous es ella está tratando de hablar con su esposo. Y usualmente no vamos a decir recently, pero si she is trying to speak with her husband recently. No necesitamos recently porque ya entendemos que lo está haciendo en este momento y está siguiendo a hacerlo. So usualmente, usually we won't use recently with present continuous. We'll use it with ¿qué? Pasado, right? We'll use it with present perfect. Y la razón que no usamos los tensos pasados, the reason we don't use past tenses es porque esta acción ha ocurrido recientemente. It has been occurring, right, recently. No pasó como, pasado. Aunque si fuera describido algo que pasó ayer, que puedes decir, pues eso es recientemente, puedo escoger nomás pasado si ocurrió una vez, right? Even though something happened yesterday, I can describe it simply in the past tense, even though it's pretty recent, because maybe that action occurred one time and isn't currently happening or hasn't continued to happen. So a mejor uso pasado nomás porque esa acción ocurrió una vez y no sigue ocurriendo hasta este momento. So otra vez, escogiendo la regla que necesitamos muchas veces es dependiente en el contexto de lo que queremos entender, right? Le queremos agregar un poquito más información a lo que estamos diciendo para que podamos estar completamente claros en lo que estamos diciendo. En español, right, in Spanish, the verbs are conjugated in various different ways to give us that context. En español, los verbos están conjugados en varias diferentes maneras para darnos ese contexto. Como decir, trata, trató, estaba tratando, right? trata, va a tratar, right? So, todos esos, right, all of those words are conjugated in different ways to give us that context. In English, we apply different tense rules, right? Diferentes reglas de tiempo para enseñar ese contexto. Okay? So she has tried speaking English with her husband recently, but so, y aquí voy a hacer esta también. Otra vez, queremos present perfect.
But
Okay,
has
Elsa?
not worked.
Good. Has
Has not worked.
not worked. And we can even put yet, right? So I'm gonna put hasn't.
Hasn't worked.
Hasn't worked yet. Pero si quiero, no lo necesito y puedo poner hasn't worked.
Worked.
Right? Porque la oración completamente dice, ella trata de hablar con su esposo, hablar inglés con su esposo, pero todavía no trabaja. Right? So I can say it hasn't worked or it hasn't worked yet. All right, good. Thank you, Elsa.
You're welcome.
And number 2, do I have another volunteer? ¿Alguien más? And remember, using present perfect. So has, Rita?
Alicia has
Oh,
finding.
sorry. Number 3, número 3. After a minute or 2.
Okay. After a minute or 2, they go back to Spanish.
Good.
Alicia has finding a solution.
Okay, so found or find es una es una verbo irregular. So found es la tercera.
Oh, fine. Found.
Found, sí. Eso es como se dice find in past tense, es verbo irregular. Okay, but good. A solution. And what's a solution?
Solution.
Good. Una solución. So, Alicia ha encontrado una solución para su problema de que su esposo no le hable inglés. Mira.
¿Le sigo?
No, vamos a encontrar a alguien más. Thank you. All right, someone else want to do number 4? ¿Alguien más? Vamos a tratar Luz. Okay, good.
The community center in her neighborhood has started a special English program recently.
Good, right? The community center in her neighborhood has started a special English program recently, right? Okay, so aquí podemos, muchas gracias, Luz. All right. Y aquí podemos mirar donde el contexto que agrega es importante, right? So, si usamos present continuous, is starting, right? Is starting. Es como va a comenzar. Y el contexto es que en este momento no está abierto ese programa, right? The community center in your neighborhood is starting a special English program. No, porque ya lo comenzó. Ellos ya lo han comenzado. So has started. Lo comenzó recientemente y sigue abierto. Right? So ahí podemos mirar algo que es bien diferente. Si los importa el contexto hay. Right? All right, Miguel, do you want to read lo que sigue? It's not.
It's not a class. Immigrants and native-born Americans eat lunch together. There is only one rule: speaking English.
Good.
Alicia has already gone.
¿Qué es la tercera versión?
No,
Gone.
the first one already.
Already que gone.
Con.
To two lunch.
Two lunches. All right, good. Thank you, Miguel. Yes.
Thank you.
So Alisa ya ha ido para dos de esos lunches, para dos de esas juntas. And this is actually a pretty cool idea, right? Ya cuando nos necesitamos estar tan separados, pues a lo mejor pueden hacer algo así, ¿no? Right? Where you go and you eat. So the program is that immigrants y los nativos, right, native born speakers, right, cenan, or no cenan, right, comen lonche y nomás hablan inglés, right? Marisela, you want to do number 6?
She made a new American.
Ahorita.
Okay.
Necesitamos el verbo auxiliar.
Okay. She has
Good.
made
a
new American friend too.
Good. So ella ha sido una nueva amiga americana también. Right? Esta vecina se how do you say translates?
Hecho.
Ha hecho. Good. Ha hecho. All right. Good. So she has made a new American friend too. Thank you, Marisela. All right, and number 7. Vamos a tratar Leti, a ver si Leti está trabajando el botón que te. Is your button working?
Sí.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, good. Awesome. Number 7.
7. They has no.
Nos necesitamos el verbo.
They have not meet.
So,
No meet.
necesitamos el pasado tiempo de me, que es nomás que.
No meeting.
Met.
Met.
Good. Met. All right, so léela completa.
They have not met outside the community center yet, but she hopes they will.
Good. No se han juntado afuera de ese programa, pero right, espera que sí van a juntarse. Good. Thank you, Lati.
Welcome.
Okay. So, lo vamos a leer juntos, pero ustedes no necesitan ponerse a mute, nomás lo van a leer conmigo. Having lunch together. Alicia is a Spanish speaker and she speaks mostly Spanish with her friends and family. Sorry, family and friends. She has tried speaking English with her husband recently, but it hasn't worked yet. After a minute or two, they go back to Spanish. Alicia has found a solution. The community center in her neighborhood has started a special English program recently. It's not a class. Immigrants and native-born Americans eat lunch together. There is only one rule: speak in English. Alicia has already gone to 2 lunches. She has made a new American friend too. They have not met outside the community center yet, but she hopes they will. All right, cool. Let's go on and do some more practice. All right, So, interpret. Vamos a mirar las fotos y entonces hacer oraciones, right? Con ellos. So, esto nomás lo vamos a decir, nomás vamos a hablar. All right? Si quieren, lo pueden escribir tus oraciones, pero right, usualmente nomás vamos a hablar. It says, look at the pictures. In pairs, ask and answer the questions with the words given. Use the present perfect. So, por ejemplo, this one we have Maria learned to drive recently. And then the question, has Maria learned to drive recently? And then the response, yes, she has. Right, so estás usando estas palabras. So for this one, Chris, go food shopping lately? I would ask, has Chris gone food shopping lately? And then the response would be, yes. Well, probably no, right? No, he hasn't. No, lo ha hecho porque está vacía, right? Su refri. So his refrigerator is empty. All right. So let's go with Joanna. Ahí estás, Joanna?
My internet connection is not good today. I don't know what happened.
That's fine. You look, it's fine. You're good. So let's try this one. So Megan, be sick a lot lately. All right. So how would you make that a question? ¿Cómo lo vas a hacer?
Has Megan
Good.
Been sick?
Good. Ándale.
That has been sick a lot lately?
Good. Perfect. Right. Has Megan been sick a lot lately? And I would say, yes, she has.
He has.
Right. Or I could even say, yes, she has been sick recently. Right. She has been sick recently. Ha estado enferma recientemente. Yes, she has, o si lo quiero agregar un poquito más información, yes, she's been sick recently.
Okay.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, someone else, alguien más que no han hasta este momento. Hola, Yolanda, no te miré que entraste. Anyone else? Anyone else? ¿Alguien más?
Lo vamos a tratar.
Okay. ¿Iracema?
Sí.
¿Cuál quieres tratar? ¿Con Pedro o el colegio?
A ver, es pregunta, ¿verdad?
Sí, vas a hacer una pregunta. Vamos a hacerlo de Pedro.
Sí, has Pedro's grade,
Yes.
has Pedro's grade improved
Good.
lately?
Excellent. Perfect. Have, well, it's supposed to be have. But have Pedro's grades improved recently? Y ahí sí, y me gustó que marcaste la D, right? I like that you pronounce that D because without the D, then it doesn't sound right, right? Have Pedro's grades improved lately? No, improved. Improved. Right, termina la palabra. So good. Have Pedro's grades improved lately? And I'm going to say, no, they haven't yet. Right? No, they haven't yet. Desde este momento, todavía no se han mejorado. Porque ahí está Pedro con su... con su carita bien, no sé, estorbada y ahí tiene su F. Que no pienso que significa fantástico. All right, thank you, Iracema. And una más, one more for the college.
Okay.
All right,
Has
Elsa?
the college opened? A child care center recently.
Good. Child care.
Child care center.
Good.
Has
Has
the college opened?
college opened a child
A child
center recently?
recent.
Good. ¿Alguien quiere dar la respuesta?
Yes,
Yes.
they have.
Good. Yes, they have. Good. So the question was, has the college opened a child care center recently? Yes, they.
Yes, they have.
All right, good. Thank you, everybody. Gracias, todos. All right, y nomás vamos a hacer la última, porque nomás tenemos unos cuantos minutos. Right, so we're going to complete the conversations with already or yet. Right, so vamos a escoger, y esto va a ser un poquito simple, porque ya sabemos que la programa le gusta poner already en medio de los verbos, y yet usualmente viene, right. Pero también, acuérdense que usamos yet cuando es pregunta o negativo. Right, so eso es otra pista. Karen, don't forget to pay the rent today. David, I have, or I.
Already
El que sea, sí, todos juntos. Already paid it. Ya
paid it.
estamos, right? Ya lo hemos pagado. Solina, have you talked to your teacher about your placement? Esther, no, I haven't spoken to her
Yet.
Yes.
yet. Good, yet. Paula, do you want the newspaper? Yes, please. I haven't read it
Yet.
good yet. I haven't read it yet.
Yes.
Number 4. My son is only 16 years old and he has
Already.
Already.
good already graduated from high school. Ya terminado, ya graduado de right, la secundaria. Ricky, wow, that's great. Have you
Already.
already handed in your assignments? No, I haven't done it.
Yet.
Yes.
Good. You. Yet. I'll hand it in tomorrow. Y la última. Mike, have you taken your driver's test? Amy.
Already.
Are you ready?
Already.
Good. Already taken the written test, but I haven't taken the driving test
Yes.
Yes.
yet. Good. Y la última es un ejemplo. Otra vez, le agregamos esas palabras para dar ese contexto, como él está preguntando, ¿has tomado tu exam, ¿cómo se dice? El driving test, right? ¿Lo ha tomado?
Examen.
El examen, good, el examen. So le está preguntando si ha tomado ese examen y sí y no. ¿A que sí? Tomó una parte, ya ha tomado una parte, pero la otra parte todavía no lo termina. Right? So, ahí le puede dar, porque la respuesta no es nomás un simple sí y no. Le necesita separarlo y dar diferentes respuestas por diferentes partes de esa pregunta. So, it's not a simple matter of yes or no. He needs to add that context, or she needs to add that context to separate the parts she has finished and to separate the other parts that she hasn't done yet, right? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and finish up there. I promise, right? Oh, hola Angélica, no sé cuándo llegaste, a lo mejor, pero ya vamos a terminar. Nomás estábamos hablando de estas 4 palabras. Hoy y sé que se me olvidó poner los otros videos, o me falta el del otro miércoles, viernes y hoy, pues sí los voy a poner en YouTube, los voy a poner y así no pueden tener acceso a eso. Pero con eso terminamos. Espero que tuvieron un día muy bonito para tu feliz Día de las Madres. Muchas gracias por asistir. Y los miro la siguiente clase. Bye, guys.
Ok, gracias.
Bye, bye. All right, we'll stop.